Hi guys, I'm Layna. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for over a year. I had a lot of things happen in life that unfortunately pulled me away from YouTube, but I have a camera. My computer might work to edit videos, fingers crossed. I now have a designated space specifically for makeup and videos, and I'm hoping that now I can get things back on track. I know I've been gone, I'm sorry. Not that I had many subscribers anyway, but still, I'm back. Hey! For those of you that missed me. Today's topic is going to be the Kat Von D Fetish palette. Look how beautiful it is. The package itself is amazing. The inside of the palette is amazing. The unit carton is amazing. Overall, I could not wait to get my hands on this palette. I say could not, past tense, because now that I have it, I really am just, I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled with the performance of this palette. I did create the look that is on my eyes now. I also filmed a video of this look, sort of like an in-depth review. I will have that posted shortly. But for this video, I really wanted to discuss the palette itself, basically the shades, and I wanted to do some swatches. I have seen so many positive reviews on this palette, and when I got it, I could not wait to play around with it. The look that's on my face now is the third look I've done with this palette, and each time I have been exceptionally disappointed. So I'm going to show you guys why I'm disappointed, or at least give you some sort of clue, and whenever the tutorial goes up in my in-depth review, you'll get a better understanding. So this is the unit carton it comes in. It just says Kat Von D Fetish. On the back here are all of the shades with all of the shade names. Typical Kat Von D palette style. I know she did the same thing for the Pastel Goth. I know she did the same thing for the others that she has out. Unfortunately, this one and Pastel Goth are the only two I have, or maybe that's fortunately, considering that both of them were very underwhelming performance-wise. Now, when you open the palette, it feels like it's embroidered. It feels like somebody like hand-stitched this. And then you open it, it's got a magnetic closure here in the bottom. And all of these beautiful, beautiful shades that look amazing. Now, also in the palette is this mirror. Say hello to my ghetto tripod because mine broke in the move. It's fine, I'll get another one eventually. So I'm just gonna jump right into the swatches. There are a whole lot of shades here to swatch, and to be honest, I don't want this to be a 2-hour video. So I'm going to go left to right on the palette. The first shade we have is called Nylon, and it looks like a cool toned brown color. So I'm just gonna swatch it on a clean finger. Now, as you can see, it's already kind of patchy. Not the greatest. Maybe I just really suck at swatches. I don't know. The next shade up is this light purple color here called Kink. Again, it's on my finger. Yeah, this is the problem I had the first time I went to swatch this. I'm just gonna dig around in this eyeshadow for another second or two to try to, no. This is the shade Kink. This is another matte shade. Not looking too hot here for this. The next shade is a shimmer shade. It's called Blindfold. And it looks like it's like a mauve shimmery color. And all of these eyeshadows are so crumbly. The second you touch them, it's just mess, fallout, powder everywhere, giant flakes everywhere. I don't know what's going on. So this is the shade Blindfold. And the shimmers swatch beautifully. As you can see, this is what happened when I swatched it. The next shade I'm going to swatch is called Deviant. So here it is on my finger. The next shade is called Whip, and it looks to be like a shimmery, glittery, chocolate brown color. That was 2 swipes in the pan, and it created quite a mess. Okay, so this is Whip. The glitter reflex in that are really pretty. But again, if you notice up here, there's a whole lot of fallout. The next color I'm going to swatch is called Suspension. Here it is on my finger. Again, patchy, lack of pigment. I'm not understanding. The next color is called Rope. Looks like this. That is a very pretty shimmery color. The next one is called Sex. And that's actually the color that I have blended in my crease here. So here's what it looks like, and it is so chunky and just kind of falling off everywhere. Again, patchy. And this is what it's done to my palette. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, but it's bad. The next color is called Latex. It's this sparkly blue. The next color is called Obsession. This is what it looks like on the finger. It is a very pretty color. And it loses a lot of its prettiness when it's been swatched. Overall though, I'd say that's not the worst matte that I've seen in this palette. Next up is this first chunkier glitter shade called Chastity. This is what it looks like on the finger. I'm running out of arm room, no. And this is what it looks like swatched. Very pretty. But the glitter that's in the palette does not transfer like into the swatch. And Chastity is what I have on my eyelid. The next shade is this green one here. Looks like it says Shibari, but I'm probably saying that wrong. So here's what it looks like on my finger. That's what it looks like swatched. The next shade is here. It's called Corset. And I think I'm just about out of room on this arm. I can probably fit this one. Again, patchy. It's a matte, so I didn't really expect anything less. That seems to be the overall performance of this palette. It's time to move to my other arm. The first shade is this silver glitter one. It's called Cuffs. And it is stunning. But again, it looks like it should be a thicker glitter, and on the skin it's just showing to be another shimmer shadow. The next one is this green one here. La Petite Morte. Don't know what that means. Probably said it wrong. Here's what it looks like on the finger. That's what it looks like swatched. Again, super patchy. Again, another matte shade. The next shade is called Submissive. I tried to use this one the other day. It was garbage on the eyelid. I mean, it swatches okay, but that doesn't mean anything. The next shade is this all matte black called Rubber. It looks like this on the finger.
I guess it's gonna go here since I bumped it.
So the swatch isn't terrible, but it's super powdery, super flaky. It kind of fell all over my vanity. Next shade in the palette is called Fixation, which I also used on the look that's currently on my eyes. This is what it looks like on the finger. Again, super powdery. And I'm only rubbing each shade like 2 times max. The next shade is this taupe brown color called Naughty, but with a K. So here's what it looks like on the finger. There's what it looked like swatched. Again, really powdery, but not as patchy as a lot of the others that I've swatched. The next shade is this gray one here called S&M. Here's what it looks like on the finger. That's what it looks like swatched. Down to our final 4 shades. The next one is called Stiletto. That's what it looks like on the finger. There it is swatched, a super pretty shade swatched, but again, I haven't used this one yet, so I'm not sure how it would perform. The next shade is called Dominatrix. This is a shade that I'm most looking forward to get to use. It is stunning. Next one is this true red color here called Bondage. This one is actually on the outer corner of my eye look. And spoiler alert, it's super patchy. Just super patchy. Here it is on the finger. Oh, it swatches really nicely. I forgot that it swatched nicely. I can tell you, it does not apply nicely at all. At all. And the last shade in the palette is called Safe Word. So here's what it looks like on the finger. That's what it looks like swatched. Okay, so overall, the mattes are garbage. The shimmers swatch really nice. They all seem to be pretty difficult to use. Even the shimmers that swatch beautifully applied like trash on my eyelid. I tried using setting sprays. I tried using a glitter glue. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong and just can't get it to adhere properly. I don't know. I don't know if this is this weird formulation that she's using, but I personally cannot get it to work. So those were the swatches for this palette. I did actually get it on sale during the Sephora Black Friday event. Had I paid the full price for this palette, I would be taking it back yesterday. But because I did get it at such a discount, maybe I just need to continue to try practicing with it, seeing if there's something that I'm not doing right to get the palette to work for me. And in the meantime, that's all I can do. Hopefully one day this palette and I become friends because I love the colors in it. I love the packaging. I love Kat Von D. Hopefully I can get this to work for me. So that is all I have for today's video. Again, those are just my swatches, my opinions of the palette. If the palette works for you and you have it, great. But again, everybody's going to have different opinions and possibly use it different. Maybe that's where my issue lies. But if you guys have any tips and tricks for using this palette, or you have any suggestions, questions, comments for me, please leave them down below and I will be sure to answer them or try your advice. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.